Now, you see where Nigeria is, those who are with Nigeria per se in this, you can say maybe when you see those blue line, where's the other one? Oh, one sec. Sorry, I want to go back to that red one. One moment. Yeah, this one. So what you have on the side at the time when the military kind of took over as well, right? Now, these who are in red are the people. And if you look at their size, all combined, right, of course, they will drown Nigeria and the rest of these West African countries that form the ECOWAS and all that. But that's not the point. The point is that once they trigger anything within that red line now, it is not going to be a 10-hour war or 10 days war or 10 weeks war. Sure you get? It's going to be a total regional war that can last years. You see that Boko Haram thing, like that guy pointed out before. That Boko Haram thing, I'm going to be like child's play, Jerry. Like real thing. You get? And France themselves, I don't think in any way that is going to work for them. But here is another issue. Whatever diplomatic means anybody want to push, I don't know how they're going to do it. Whatever any diplomatic means they want to push in Niger Republic, any of them that says they should return that Bournemouth, what's to be named, that their former president to power, is already a no-no. It's more or less like, before you cut us off, before you run your mouth, we don't even want to have anything to do with you anymore. So they are cutting off already. In a way that when they told the French government, France, that they should leave, we've cut ties with you. We're no longer with France. Remove all your soldiers from our territory. France said, no, we don't recognize you as the real government in Niger. Therefore, we are not going anywhere. So people are now saying that the plan B will be if Tinubu failed to go ahead, because they are still encouraging him to go ahead. ECOWAS is kind of developing cold feet. Now, if Tinubu finally have to like hands down, sure you get, and Nigeria is not going to be involved like they are planning anymore. So some are now saying within that same Niger Republic that France will sponsor another coup in another year, maybe in a year or two. But where does that leave Kolu? Would there actually be a proper exposure, or what went down? What really happened? There are people within the circle of Kolu decided to declare war on Niger Republic on an issue that has nothing to do with Nigeria. Would there be any kind of exposure on that in the future or anytime soon? Anyway, time will tell. So as it stands, the Nigeria Senate advises Kolu, to use diplomatic means, as the northern senators shut down his request. Akpabiole has rephrased whatever message they wanted to deliver to Kolu. So in another 14 hours, ECOWAS, what would ECOWAS say? What would Kolu say? Would this be the first initial gra of a tout that found himself in a palace? They said even if you put a crown on a clown, you will never see a king. That won't make him a king. It will make him a clown too. Like he's just gonna be like a jester to make you laugh. So Kolu dragged Nigeria in the mud after Boko Haram tore Nigeria apart. So now the old drama continues, Abi. We'll leave it at that. Would Kolu obey and take the advice, or the compromise they have on him is so strong, right, that they will still go ahead and say, but we are just going there to go and it's just good to, in and out thing. The next 24 hours, we decide that maybe they will kind of swallow it and come and say, damn it, Tinubu did gra. Nothing happened. I'll take a break. Meanwhile, just talking about these French soldiers and all of them. For those who can Google them, you can read about them. They are there at what's that place called again? Jemema or something in charge. That is where they are stationed, and this is what they look like. Do you get that now? The French soldiers in Africa, in this part of Africa, this is what they look like. They should be able to do the work for them, right? And then what do you call it? The border that Kolu said he shot. Somebody should just go to this place and remove the drum and the stick. Sure, you get, because Nigerians don't even probably even have to pass this road, the border. You know what I mean? So the embarrassment is enough. The rest of Africa are sort of laughing at Nigerians. You know, as this says Zimbabwean. The video was very poor. I would have shared that with you. There's this Zimbabwean or Zimbabwean. Is that how you say it? Zimbabwean? Zimbabwean or Zimbabwean? Zimbabwean. Why do I continue saying that like Zimbabwean? Anyway, there was this guy, right? Made a video. And it was like, how could you be so stupid? This old relic, man. You didn't even win the election. Like, almost Zimbabwe. It was like, you didn't even win the election. We know who won the election. They put you there and you want to burn Africa. You want to fight the fight of French colonists. You want to set up, your own brothers' houses on fire. What did them promise you? I mean, like, you know, other Africans, they are just there like, no mind no more. Useless this, we don't even know as loud-mouthed as the Nigerians claim to be. Look at the man that is their president, this relic, demented relic, drug lord. They even know say Koluna drug dealer, drug lord. The whole Africa knows. The shame no be here. So maybe that is why he's going to probably put paid to his threats, or he will just have to swallow his pride, his Agbero pride, and just go back to wherever he crawled out from. I mean, I'm just saying. So keep the shame within Nigeria. Don't take it outside. Where people will just be like, look at this Agbaya, good for nothing. Their country is on fire. He wants to go and set fire on an already burning country too. Like, who is this madman? Like, that's how they see him. Africa, they said Tinubu is a strategist. Oh yeah, tell me the strategy you have seen in all of this now. For those of you educated weary, educated illiterate, that we say experience, he has intelligence locally in Africa. The only experience Tinubu has in the other part of Africa is drug trafficking. You saw that video that I showed to you of the guy that was exchanging a bag and what have you with them in Guinea-Conakry. You forgot? If they tell you that Tinubu is a Democrat in Africa, he is no Democrat anywhere. He is a drug lord, drug smuggler for a very long time. And we know there are many African countries, especially West African countries, politicians in the 90s and all of that, including some of the rebel leaders who were being funded with drug money. So this Tinubu was a big player in that West African drug hub. So is that new to you? They say he's a Democrat. Say Chento Lokpolo. Now person will get sense, they act like that. Person will get strategist, Pan-Africanist. See Pan-Africanist. Cool happen somewhere where they ask people to go and carry gun, go and carry jets. Let's just go and show them that we are bigger. Is that somebody will get sense? Strategist. The strategist that was coming to come and stabilize your naira. And today, what is your naira to your dollar? The strategist that is coming to come and he must have something. When he removed the subsidy, I know Ashiwaju, he has sense. He knows what he's doing. So, let us just be patient. The palliative is coming. Ẹ̀yin wèrè aláwòkù òsínwó ènìyàn ajíyàjẹ bí ọ̀rọ̀ yémi. Yémi á fọ àwọn ajíyàjẹ ṣé òun jíyàjẹ ṣé òun fòṣì mṣáyọ̀ òṣì rẹ̀ fi mṣáyọ̀ òfòṣì mṣáyọ̀ ọ̀yọ́ òṣì lẹ̀ fi mṣáyọ̀. Kọlu a drug dose, what do you call it? A pure druggie. See, somebody like that will be in a recovery home right now. not somebody who should have an access to any power anywhere. And you weary, the interpreter, Kalu became somebody that is now speaking in the language of the gods. He will say something. He say, "What can you nonsense? Don't say. What's he saying?" He said, "You won't understand. What he's trying to say is that are you mad? I'm saying what he's saying doesn't make any sense. You are now trying to explain to me, Abi. So I don't hear the thing when they talk, Abi. So now you can explain that to me. So I'll hear me that Abi. Because he's an ancestor, Abi. Somebody that needed an interpreter. It's Yahweh. Look at the result. That's what everybody is facing. Now all of us go face some, including me, where you dey. Me where you tell me, say I go cry for 7 years, 10 months. Baba, now everybody go face some. It go touch us more than the other. She strategist, Lily. Is this your strategist? He's coming with it. We are waiting for once Ashiwaju release his palliative like this. Once where is it? Now they are telling you to suffer more. Just suffer a little bit. Just suffer a little bit more. Everything is coming back. Electricity will come. Kinika will come. And when they ask you, what are they doing about it? Can you even name them? You don't. Because they said, don't worry, we are doing something. Wait for it. And you will ajiyaje. I explain to you. Somebody where they still suffering. Sure you get, they will pretend that they are all right. They are not. So when the light is off, when nobody is watching, they will go back and chop their suffering, chop them, cry, tear, blood, this. Once the light comes on again, they will pretend that they are okay. And you're like, okay. Once the light is off again, they start crying. Bros, please, anything you can do to help me, please. Please help me, sir. Help me, please. My mommy want to die. My son want to die. Even me, I want to die. Everybody want to die. This and that. And once the light comes back on again, on your mandate, on your pampas, on your this or that, and all of that stuff, to anybody, you're not deceiving anybody. I have your time today, my yegun. No, you don't have my time today. That's what happened. I have this my yegun time today. No, you don't. You can't have my time. What you have today is data. And that data is what I'm helping you to bond right now. And instead of you to sit back and probably use the opportunity of that data before you run out and start begging again, use that to let this common sense enter you. Strategist, Mr. Strategist that came to rescue a country in trouble is about to lead them into war. Like, you do strategy one year that somebody have to explain it to him that you want to fight in Niger. Are you mad in it? Share you the crazy. Share Sultan don't tell you. I've been at Emir, don't tell you. I've been at this one. Like, normal politician will get sense. So in Nigeria, this divided Nigeria really was like a only strategy. Free, student loan. We'll give you student loan. Okay, student loan. How do we get the student loan? Oh, yeah, don't worry. We are going to start a bank. Later, we are starting the bank. So when we start the bank, we'll put money in that bank. You go to that bank. You go and borrow money and pay your school fees. And that's it. So you don't have the bank already. No. We are still going to start the bank. What about the money? No, that one. Don't listen. We are not ready yet. We're just saying that student loan. She madman, Lele Yini. Mr. Strategist. Look at all of you. Look at yourselves. Mr. Strategist. Now they say your refinery is going to start working in December. God damn it, man. And you will Emma Jayan Lo, for just 7 years, it's okay. May God give you long life so that at least you go, you know what I mean? In Yoruba, they will tell Ọlọ́run ò torí ìyàdá mi sí o, kò ṣe kọjú sí mi ṣe lóore kójú má tì mí. You know that song? Sunny Ade? Ọlọ́run ò torí ìyàdá ẹ̀yin wèrè tọ́lọ́run torí ìyàdá yín sí. 7 years, it's all right. Ọlọ́run fún yín lẹ́mìí tógùn kẹfì lò. You will laugh at Mayegun. Of course, Mayegun will report to you just like this. They told you to wait. Bokwari was doing something. Change was coming. Change was coming. I think that the majority in the Kusaye, some of you are walking corpses. Like you have been ruined, destroyed. Psychologically, mentally, everything. You are just existing for the existing sake. Because of these guys, oh, you sit down there, they say, I have your time today. You this my ego. I have your time. Wait, oh, any time to me. Data, Loni. Once you burn the data, you go back to your free mode. Bambi Allah, Ashiri Abu. Now today, so yeah, the consequences of bad leadership is not limited to those who don't, to those who support them, including those who don't want them. Everybody will have a share, and you can no longer continue to. So one way it was like, that is your problem. Your candidate lost. That's why you are crying. I was like, in 2023, August 2023, you are still running about with your candidate lost. Your I mean, you can tell. Look at all this. You are still pointing this at. Oh, don't worry. Chobo, don't worry. We're in a problem. Chobo, we're in a problem. Shall relax. Macon. Like it's going to be turn by turn. Just wait for it. If you are not already in that doldrum anyway. Last month, somebody said that there were moves by Tinubu to use compromise on your tribunal judges. A lot of you, I will keep reminding you, sure you get me. I be water, I don't get me. Now, person don't like me. I like everybody. Except the APC, Egbekegbe. In all honesty, they don't like me. And I don't like them too. And the two of us know they pretend. If you see them come here now, they will call me Omoale, call me this, enemy of that. They call me different names. Don't get offended. We don't like ourselves. And we don't pretend about it. They don't like me. I don't like them. Right? But apart from that, it doesn't really matter. But I will still say my mind. You know that. I will still say my mind, right? And you don't have to agree with me. I have come to realize that the reason why a lot of people are unhappy in life, this is like generally now, sure you get. The reason why a lot of people are not happy in life, thank you very much, by the way, hang on, I want to say thank you to this super chatters. Sorry. Right. Prayer docent, thank you. Somebody sent me some money on PayPal. I'm so sorry I didn't kind of remember your name right now. Okay, I just want to say thank you. Because when you send me that money on PayPal, you are like, Mayegun, I want to know if you get it. It's like a testing, Abi. So I got it, sir. And thank you for your generosity and prayer docent. Thank you, man. Right. You know why a lot of people are unhappy in life? It's mostly because they make the same mistake. Again, don't ever make same mistake second time. It may be a big one, it may be a small one, but in your life, it could be decisions. Here you get. Every time you realize that I did something there, or I did something with someone, or I went into an arrangement with somebody, and I regret it. Don't make that mistake again. Don't. Avoid it. Go away from it completely. Don't repeat a mistake. If you don't, there's a chance that 70% you will be happy. Like me, I'm happy. Most of my own worry is for other people, not for myself. Like I'm just worried about a lot of people, but not about myself. Here you get. Why am I saying this to you? This is my philosophy. And this is why it may look like I have trust issue when it comes to the characters that are featuring in Nigeria system. I'm not too young and I'm not too old. But life has taught me a lot. Nigeria has taught me a lot. And I realized that the reason why Nigeria is what Nigeria is that people do same thing again and again, and they want a different result. So, unfortunately, when you do that, they said it's a symptom of lunacy. Like somebody we don't get madness, but he never tear cloth. Kind of, right? Like doing same thing again and again and expecting a different result. No, you have to do something different, at least once or twice. Okay. So that is why Nigeria became sort of a concentration camp like that. A contraption. Where people just feel like they can do something again and again, and there should be someone, a supreme being that could correct it if they can pray or fast enough. You know, that kind of. I don't believe that. I'm not perfect, though. And I make mistakes, so. In fact, I make same mistakes again and again and again on many occasions. But whichever one I consciously feel like I'm not going to repeat that mistake. Not that one again. No. I ensure I don't. And that is relative. That is what related to the entire system in Nigeria. Most of the time, we agree. Now, the people make the system. The people, they are the government. Those who parade themselves as politicians in government, they are not ghosts. They are people like you. They are your uncles, aunties, mates, colleagues, once upon a time colleagues, or business partner, or neighbor, or church member, or mosque member, something. Like, they are people you know. You know them very well. They are not ghosts. But they exist in a system that is already designed. Is designed never to work for you as a country. Never to work for you. They are just there to sustain that rotten establishment because it will favor them. They will get their reward if they can keep it that way. So me, I'm like, I don't care who you are. Sure, you get. The moment you say you want to go into that Nigeria system establishment or what have you, and you want to make a changes, you want to make a difference, now I go yimu to you. Because even if you think you want to change the system, now when you enter you will realize that the system will change you. In most cases, it will change you. And it's so vast, so huge, that I got to a stage in my life, I was like, we will not lie to ourselves, right? If anybody loves Nigeria, genuinely, they should begin the conversation on breaking up the country. I want to say break up the country, right? Literally, right? It simply means break up the system that currently holds Nigeria together. Break it, pieces it. Everybody go do their own thing and watch what it means to at least do something different. Doing it again, doing same thing again and again and again, expecting a different result. Baba na madness. So me, I don't know that one. Just say, but that guy is trying. I'll be like, a drop of water in the ocean, of what difference would that make other than just the wave? When you drop water like this in the ocean, like it will make this wave like, then it will disappear. That's exactly when you say some people are doing good and they are, come on, the establishment, the system, the robbing Peter to pay Paul system, the system that rewards criminality and punishes patriotism. Any system that your politics is more profitable than your industry, Baba, you have no country. I knew that a while. And I also knew that no matter what everybody is saying right now, a lot of people who complain about Nigeria today, a lot of them are complaining because they are not the ones who are in charge of these abnormalities. They are not benefiting. That's what I mean. So it's Nigeria turn by turn, Nigeria Limited. I love Nigeria. I love this country so much. I say, okay, Peleo, Yemi, my lover. Oshio, Yemi, my lover. You love Nigeria. Do you think love is enough? The real criminals who are there, who are nurturing the rotten establishment, it serves them. It doesn't serve the entire country, or the majority of the country. So until you break that, Yeah. Until everybody says, you know what? To hell with this. Let's try something new. Not until then. If una like, make una turn to the prayer warriors within inside the psalm. You know that people in Psalm 1 to Psalm 200, I be Psalm Kinikon. Now, song you, according to the story of Psalms, they were singing to God to do miracle, and so that prison gate will open. This one can do only of their lives every day, morning to evening. If you turn to that, get turn to salt, be solu, get dio, but lighter lie, nothing will change. Try something new. Try. That's my own position, Sha. But there are some of you who believe that no, Mahego, no. Leadership is, I say, okay. You go explain tire because there is no evidence. You are wondering that you want something better for Nigeria, and some people are very much like, they would rather follow Kolu, they would rather follow SPV at Tifku, and you are there saying, Benny, you have no idea. Sometimes they say you are battling with the people you are battling with are not physical. They say you are battling with the principalities of the war is not carnal, something like that. Sha. Man can be I read this somewhere. They say our war is not carnal. Carnal and like it's not physical. Our war, the war is Baba, I wish you well. Oh. That's why I'm going to go to this next one. Oh. We know, me personally know that the rotten establishments in Nigeria, they are there to work for the rotten institutions in Nigeria. They are there to protect the interest of the establishment. Okay? When it comes to defending of the country, suddenly the military became weak. They can't defend the country and stop the terrorists anymore. Now, the police suddenly, they've become so weak that they can no longer detect their crimes anymore. Sure you get? And on like that. INEC became weak that they can no longer conduct election anymore. Sure you know? So everybody, then the judges will become weak that they can no longer give justice anymore. Institutional takeover. They write the judgment, and according to what we are hearing, in July, Oples Uzodimba, Abi Oples Uzodijo of Imo, the Supreme Court Governor of Imo, Werewike of Rivers, who else was among them? The Chief Justice of Nigeria. There's one more person. I can't immediately remember the name, but let me put this on the screen. Maybe I will remember. Somebody said they are having a meeting, and in that meeting, they are dictating. Look that screen on your right. Right? Tinubu had a meeting with Toples Uzodijo, SSS, DSS director, ICPC chairman. They said, few hours later, Tinubu and co, they came out to deny. They say, oh, it's a fake news, so don't trust them, don't shake any call. The next thing, Nigeria judiciary, they came out to deny. They said, no, there's nothing like that happened, though. But as you are watching this again, on your left, that is the latest one. And all of these are coming because the tribunal need to give their judgment. Latest by the 17th of September. That's the latest. So initially they said Tinubu want to use this Niger war as a distraction, but that doesn't seem to be going well anymore. So what you see on your left is a journalist diary. You know, something that the journalists will come out and they will develop story and develop and give you more. Right. This is like a tip. They will write your result. There will be more crisis in Labour Party. What is that guy's name? Romileti now, Lamidiot Apampas. So Lamidiot Apampas may resurface again. And you see that of PDP. It also may get worse. Do you know that Werewike has gone to court? It's been a while, Shao. I think it was since last year or so. Werewike went to court that PDP cannot suspend him or sack him. And the court in Nigeria granted him that. that PDP cannot sack him or remove him, or like they cannot dismiss him. They cannot suspend him. PDP was announcing suspension of other people. They couldn't suspend Wike. So somebody said that that order has ended or lapsed. So PDP, they were meeting in Abuja today. And I hope they will have the liver. At least Wike is about to become a minister under Kolu. And PDP is not in any government of national unity arrangement with APC. Same with all this. Nobody is in any government of national unity arrangement with Kolu. Sure, you know. So why is this still the... It's Nigeria. He's telling them. Now, if you hear what happened is this, so my own advice is this, so to all of you who are still counting on the judiciary, all eyes on judiciary, you say, no wahala. But me, I want all your attention on the judgment. A lot of you don't like reading court judgment, my lord, my lord. Once they deliver their judgment, they will write out the judgment. You will know why, how they arrive at the judgment. Mayegun General, the Baba GO of this temple of truth, you can count on me. Yeah, you can count on me. I'll come here and explain the whole thing to you. Like they say, Fashola, Wike, and the rest of them who are currently pressuring the tribunal judges. Normally, you know, when you hear something like that, you'll be like, oh, that's so jare, these people are losers. We know that they will never accept the judgment anyway. You know, some people are already saying that to you. That they know that you are not going to accept the judgment. If they say Obi didn't win or Atiku didn't win, that you are not going to accept it. That a lot of you are waiting. That you are waiting for that judgment, but except the judgment says Obi win, you are not accepting it and you want to riot and all that. You know, they are already kind of saying that to you. Okay. Me, I just want to beg you, when you begin to get angry, when their judges come out and say, here you get, I don't want to bet with you. Somebody approached and said, Mayegun, I still believe strongly that the judiciary, they don't bond them well with all the evidence. And if you're up for it, we'll just do 1 million. I'm like, no, don't do that. Please, don't do that. Don't. You're just going to hurt yourself. Here you get, Baba, don't do that. Don't put your money on it. You see those institutions you see there? Right before your very eyes? Especially when the interest of what they call the owners of Nigeria comes to be? Don't put money on. For me, I will continue to tell you, Sha, anyway, that once they make that announcement, quick, come to Mayegun's Diary Politico. Because I'll be here. So that when I begin to read the judgment, at least una go know who write am. Because currently, the accusation is they are writing the judgment already. And now APC they write am. But they will say you are just being paranoid. They will say you are just being scared of losing. They will say you already know that you cannot win. You have no case. With everything we will witness, with all the witnesses and evidences that we all know and are aware of, Baba, they are already saying that the reason why all of you I already said this because you know you are going to lose. Me, I'm not saying make you no lose, and I'm not saying make you no win, but there are some certain things that we must all remember in this their case. It is not just that if Tinubu didn't win. In fact, if Tinubu didn't qualify to run for office of president of Nigeria, if all your institutions are really working and doing their work. But the establishment is the establishment. They will pop up wherever they want to pop up for you. They figured it out that it was going to be Tinubu and Atiku. They didn't see you, the obedient, coming. That's why you're wondering why they hate you so much. Obi didn't steal money. He's never been accused of any stealing money. His family members have not been accused of abrogating the government properties when they were in government to themselves. He's not been accused of collecting money after he left government. He's not been accused of taking the government properties with him. Everything they have accused all these rogues of, he's never been accused of that. And you are wondering, why do they hate him so much? Like, why? And why do they kind of love to defend the two thieves? Atiku with his record, Tinubu with his record, because they didn't see you coming. They never see you coming. Yo, see you coming. Oh, Mr. Money. I'm sorry, nah. I'll be old school guy, okay? I listen to all this Apala, Fuji, and the rest more than Mr. Money. But I know that part. They never see me coming. See me coming. Oh, Mr. Money. See you coming. They didn't see you coming. They have no idea. Even if when you ask them, like any small thing, Obi will never be president. Say, why are you so worked up? You are ready for Agbado, Abi? And you can see what is going on with you already. Once they mention Obi, you go dim angry. Why? What's happen? Why? It's because they never see you coming. See you coming. You obedient coming. They never see you coming. When they told you to go to court, they thought, what would you do? Well, how are you going to pull it off? Until when they said, you want to cause problem in Nigeria. Why can't you just wait for your time? Wait for your turn, oh. Okay, wait for your time, oh. Na Jagaban time, oh. Turn by turn, oh. Na Jagaban turn, oh. Wait for your turn, oh. Na Jagaban turn. You know that kind of thing. They didn't see you coming. And today, you are the most dreaded for them. Say Obi. Or say, what's that guy's name again? GRV. That guy from Lagos. Or more. You go think say, now that guy, Papa, be the owner of Alpha Beta, collecting taxes from them in Lagos. That GRV guy. Go back to Anambra. You will never be governor in this place. You are Omale Yoruba. Shut up your mouth. Shut up, Ginikon. I said, is it the one to go buy any? Any of they are looking for people to put their frustration on. So you guys, you are like, anyway, they didn't see you coming. And the bottom line is that there are still very much facts than fictions. And these facts have been presented to your judiciary. When they will write those judgments, they better include all of this inside them. Or else, obedient, what you go do? They say you know if you do anything. Nothing you go do. But they must not remove this evidence when they are writing their judgment. Tell Fashola, Esale, Barack Obama, Ajangbadi Albert Einstein.
The fate of Nigeria is in the hands of the Presidential Election Tribunal. It will decide either to uphold the Constitution or save one maniac's political ambition. The fact is that Bola Tinubu is not qualified to contest election as president. His nomination violates the Constitution and should be nullified. By the Constitution, a candidate that nominates his vice president can only replace the vice president within 14 days. Any replacement of a vice president nominee after 14 days makes the entire nomination invalid. Tinubu first nominated Alhaji Masari as vice president. Masari withdrew from the nomination on June 24, 2022. Tinubu did not replace him until July 2022. This is 21 days, 7 days more than the mandatory 14 days for replacement. This violates Section 33 of the Electoral Act, which requires that any replacement of a vice president nomination must be within 14 days. The APM has proved these facts in the tribunal against Tinubu. In the past, the courts have nullified similar nominations. The law is the same. Section 142 of the Constitution requires the tribunal to nullify Tinubu's candidacy. The tribunal should uphold the Constitution by disqualifying Tinubu as it has done before. This is not politics. It is the Constitution. To become president, contrary to the law, is to carry out a coup against the Constitution. To allow Tinubu to remain in office or to participate in a rerun election is to violate Section 1 of the Constitution. We don't want to be like Niger and Mali, where disrespect for Constitution has led to coups and civil wars. Judges should save Nigeria. No one is above the law. Even under military dictatorship, jurists like Esho and Uwais upheld the rule of law despite threats to life. They believe in the rule of law, not the rule of force or privilege. All eyes are on the judiciary. We know that Tinubu's nomination violated the Constitution. He must be disqualified and removed from office. The tribunal must defend the Constitution, like the Kenyan Supreme Court, that in the face of threat nullified the election of President Uhuru Kenyatta. As Justice Oguntade advised, justice must be done, even if the heavens fall. When justice has been done, the heavens stay in place. The tribunal should do justice, and the heavens will not fall.
Ó ti dójú ẹ̀ sẹ́yìn. 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 Alhamdulillah.
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 Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin.
I've got that my delayed audio popping in there. The moment you get to like 2 hours, I get to have that. But it's enough. I'm just going to try take calls, okay? I'm going to take calls. At first, I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea, okay? Now, that's where I'm going to draw my own curtain. I'll listen to the rest of you who want to react to this. So please, check the number on the screen. That number on your screen is a WhatsApp call. Others do try to call it directly. But do me one favor, you can like the broadcast now, just before we take calls, okay? And while we do that, if you haven't really shared the broadcast, you should try and share that. So when I get back, we'll take calls and then we'll take it on from there. Don't go anywhere.
pastor àwọn ọmọjọ sticker ló ń ṣọ́ wa àṣẹ kò rí pé orí wa ti burú ìwọ má dídá ìpápá ẹ̀dá rin jẹ́ ká wà ní báàbù tó ń jẹ kò jẹ́ gbèsè àgbẹ̀tọ̀ àbí kò gbẹ́rì tí kò gbé tí a fẹ́ joko jẹ̀rà gbẹ́rì tí bá yọ píù àwòyí àárín mo mọ̀ yín pé wà nínú báàbù pé ìgbà tó fẹ́ mú Jésù kọjá ní àárín òun ògèrí Jésù kí ni Jésù lò àfẹ́ rí lólo ìwọ má dídá ayé bàjẹ́ pásítọ̀.
Thank you so much to all of you who indeed went there to go and give your offering. Your offering on this platform is to like the broadcast, okay? You need to like it. And that will show that you are here, okay? And thank you to everybody who's done that. Now, I have a caller. Do I? Yes, I do. Hello there.
Hello, Mayegun. Good evening.
Ifeanyi, is that you?
Yeah, it's me. It's me. Good evening.
Becoming regular now. First caller.
Yeah. I'm trying.
Please.
Yeah, today you talked so well today. It was great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very, very great. Listening to you today, it felt different.
Really?
Like you talked to all of us directly. So
thank you.
Whichever part of the divide you belong to, today felt different. You said a lot of things that made lots of sense in so many ways.
Beautiful.
And
I want to hear your part too. Please go on.
There is something else I'm thinking in the whole thing.
Right.
Mayegun,
yes.
It's rational that everybody should love education, right?
Obviously, I would say, yeah.
Yes, at least the Western style of education. It's rational that we will all like good road. Like, yes, it's like we are supposed to like airports, good life, electricity. Normally,
modern facilities that actually contribute to what you can say good standard of living. So, yes,
a normal human being should like that. When you get to, you see that somebody looked at the way P2B campaigned during the election and saw the way Tinubu campaigned during the election. And this person is educated. This person is schooled. This person, at least, attended have a certain level of education attached to their life. And that person is telling you that it is more beneficial to him to vote for that Tinubu that campaigned this few months ago than the P2B that campaigned few months ago. There is something wrong somewhere if you think about it correctly.
Totally.
There is something wrong about it correctly. You know,
I mean, see the man, there's strategies too. See the strategy so far. Now the strategy
is the thing. No, assuming he was a strategist around 99 or something. I might not even start arguing that. But what I'm saying is that the man that could not stand up during the campaign election, the man that could not say anything, the man that was in Osun State asking where he is, the man he doesn't make sense anywhere. And this person that is educated said that this P2B that kept hitting points, this same P2B that kept hitting ground, this same P2B that is making sense. Nobody is holding him for corruption or anything. Nobody is. He is not being said. He is not. EFCC has never invited him. Can you imagine? Somebody ruled Nigeria 8 years.
Thank God though that we've dodged a bullet. I'm like, you didn't dodge a bullet. You dodged a bullet and hit RPG, Abi. Good luck to that.
That's the thing. So, and then you ask somebody, why are you saying this? The person will tell you, Tinubu did this in Lagos. Why didn't P2B do it in Anambra State? The person is just pretending not to know the size of Lagos, the size of the economy of Lagos, or the strategic position of Lagos, or that the allocation of these two people are not the same thing. Like this person is educated. Why are we pretending?
It is called deceit, being deceitful. And most of them are watching me right now, right? Who said that if you know what he did, they know he didn't do anything. They know. But it is just, we have the strategies in charge.
That's the point. That's why I was telling somebody something one day. I said, civilization, I don't think colonization was meant to happen. I think maybe there was another way Africans were meant to evolve. That's what I'm beginning to think. Because it doesn't make sense anymore. I think we were not supposed to be colonized. We were supposed to stay in our natural position and evolve on our own. Because we are now evolving to be like the white man. That's what we are doing now. Everybody is running the race. You have left Ogun State, probably got to Lagos, moved to abroad. This is how every African now, we just want to evolve and be like the white man. I'm beginning to think that maybe we were supposed to evolve differently in our natural location before we made contact with other people. Because we are not behaving like people that truly want to. It's so easy to know that everybody would have queued in to vote for this other guy. Since we have been trying this nonsense, it hasn't been working for anybody. I used to think it's very easy, but obviously I don't know. Mayegun. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you very much, Baba.
You too. Thanks so much for your own side of it too. Let me take another one. Like, this is the interesting part of our conversation. Everybody will be dropping their own now, and you will sit down there and be like, okay, I think I want to say something too. Then you pick up the phone and dial it. Hello there.
Oh, hello, Mayegun.
Hello, sir. Brother.
How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you. But this is my contribution.
Please.
I look at the whole situation. I say, you know what? Let this guy, let him go to war. There is two ways about this. You see, look, this guy has employed, he has recruited his ministers. They are like two GCSE, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Let them make decision on behalf of Nigeria. Yeah. When we look at it very carefully, it's only two ways out of this. Number one, there is an issue between these northern elites. Yeah, the implication when it goes to war, they will find out. You see, the guy who is the military junta, who is heading the military junta, is an Hausa.
So
yeah, it's an Hausa. It's not going to be in the west of the in the interest of the Western powers. Yeah, the guy who was deposed is an Arab. Yeah, or potentially, as far as we're concerned, Fulani. Yeah, Fulani. Yeah, look, maybe we need this. These people have been going to the Senate to go and sleep. Yeah, to go and make him merry. They don't know. They don't work. They don't work for Nigerians. So maybe we need this war for one or two reasons. We need something that is going to like sort of bring us together. When I say bring us together, I'm talking about the Biafrans, the Oduduwans. Yeah. But if you think carefully how Nigeria was brought together, it was first of all the southern part of Nigeria, and then it was the northern part of Nigeria. That's how they merged Nigeria together. If Nigeria is going to collapse, and if it's to collapse, we need to come together. This is no brainer. And that's the only way we have, chances of surviving the fallout, or how to even make it happen. If the Sana comes together, we have the Middle Belt. They have the option to join us. You know that one with
themselves anyway. They're already detaching themselves.
Absolutely.
They're not northerners. They're not northerners. No, we're not northerners.
Absolutely. And you know this Asari Dokubo, whatever he call himself, he will become irrelevant. He has the option to either shut his mouth and be with us. Yeah. If he decides that where he's gonna play up, they're gonna get rid of him. Look, the whole reason why we're having this issue, it's about the resources.
That's right.
You see, they're gonna push Tinubu. When they push him, what's gonna happen? It's the French and the Western powers.
They're the ones right now. I think what the National Assembly just did is not to say yes or say no, but the Northerners have made their position known that they are not in support of it. So the National Assembly is not saying no or yes right now. It's like, you know what, go ahead, but use diplomacy. Don't use don't use strength and all that, which means we may we may wake up tomorrow and then they will explain it to us and said they are still going ahead. Or I don't know. Or I actually wish it does.
They're never in support. Can they be in support? They are busy stealing. That's what they do best. If this guy goes to war, this issue of stealing will come to suddenly. They will have to sit down tight, to even, let's say that people with common sense anyway, maybe they will now sit down. But we have people with 2 GCSE, with 2 GCE, and the ones that they can't even find their certificate. These are the people in cabinet. They can't
These are
make
the
any
cabinet members.
meaningful decision. Absolutely. So that's going to be chaos. The whole gist of the matter is that, look, Nigeria fall on its face.
You see, oh, sorry. Oh, that's incoming call now.
I'm going to leave you to it because we've just come to the close of your own time. But I have another caller too. Hello.
Hello, Mayegun.
Hello, sir.
Wow, this is kind of amazing. I was able to get you today.
It must be. I have to admit. How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, but I'm doing very good. I have listened to your program for a while, and I tried like a couple of times calling, and it was like just passing through the eyes of a needle.
I know. Until one has to like give up and say, you know what, I'll try next time. I can imagine.
Yeah,
I'm
in
glad
fact,
you cut through tonight. I mean, like you got through.
yeah, I was even surprised. Like it seems so unreal to me now. I was thinking maybe this is a mistake.
Oh, yeah, well, here we are.
But
there's always a first time, you know.
Yeah.
So
just to say, I appreciate you and I appreciate your program.
Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Johnson. I'm actually calling from Utah.
Oh, bless you. You'll be my first caller from Utah, by the way, and that will make me remember very much.
Oh, okay. That's
very
awesome
much.
then.
Yes, so I mean, like,
yeah,
I won't forget that. Even if I kind of mix up the name later, I'll remember my Utah, my Utah friend. So
yeah. Okay,
thank you so much.
that's awesome.
Please.
Okay, yeah. Let me just make a couple of contributions. I know people are trying to reach you now.
As usual. Well, go ahead.
Okay.
Take your time.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I just wanted to say the first time I learned Tinubu have actually sent the letter to the Senate. I was saying that to my friend because I used to join them like on these Twitter spaces.
Right.
So I told them, I was like, this to me is going to be a test mark because we know the National Assembly are rubber stamp for Tinubu, but the northern people that I know, because Niger, they have more affiliation in terms of, if you look at maybe in terms of a country, they see Niger more closer to them than even some part of maybe southern Nigeria, people from southern Nigeria.
You should just be very blunt with it, Johnson, right? They see Nigerians as more, I mean, their own relative than they see the other part of Nigeria. Not even the Middle Beltans are treated as northern the way they treat Nigerians, in all honesty. We must admit.
Exactly correct. Yeah, because I was born and brought up in the north.
Oh.
Yeah, so I grew up in the north. I even not understand some of the Niger dialects and the Fulani dialects.
Right.
So while I was in Lagos, some of these mopos guarding a bank, So the guy was making a call and he was actually speaking Niger. So and I told a friend of mine that I was actually with him, and I was like, Kayode, this guy is speaking Niger. This is a Mopo guy, but he's speaking Niger. Yeah, so he was like, how do you know? Everybody just take them like they're all northerners.
Speaking northern or Hausa. That's to us. So every time they speak, we just be like, they're speaking Hausa. Not until I grew up. I realized that they speak more other languages in the north.
Yeah, they speak a lot of other languages in the north. There are a lot of other languages in the north that is just not just Hausa. Hausa is more like kind of a general language everyone speaks. They're popular, yeah. So, and this is also the same thing in Nigerian military. Like the soldiers that will be going to fight, a lot of those soldiers are going to be Niger. So you can imagine them going to kill their kindred, like maybe their relatives, So it's going to be a very hard one for Tinubu to actually carry it out.
I mean, I would, I'm not a strategist, okay? But I am not as stupid as somebody who is the president of Nigeria. Not to know that, what you just said right now. Like almost average Nigerians know all of these things. Like, you're supposed to weigh all these options for somebody they call a strategist. Not so at all. And it's just been told now. He's having his nose bruised right now. And his reaction is what we're waiting for next. Would he just take it? Go on.
Yeah, even if you look at the insurgency they're having with Boko Haram, you see they have what do they call it? Sabotage from within, whereby someone from within the military will leak the information to Boko Haram, and these Boko Haram guys will go ambush Nigerian military, and that is how they killed a lot of Nigerian military, especially those from the southern Nigeria.
That's right.
It's through ambush. They have a strategies, and the moment their convoy is going, they will just go and ambush them. Someone leaks those information. So
you remember that time when they said one guy was angry that there's this guy who was a shooter, like it was a sniper. Okay, he helped them clear the terrorist before the military troop will actually arrive at the scene, and this guy was like one of the best. And while they were just, while they were at an operation like that as well, one of these northern soldiers just went to him and they shot him. And what was the reason? They said he killed too much Boko Haram. Like he said that he's killing too much Boko Haram. Like this guy was like one celebrated the sniper. True story. True story.
Yeah. You can imagine that. you can imagine that. Not to talk of like doing it on a much larger scale as a war, because this is not going to be like a war whereby you only have military. There will certainly be civilian casualties. Now imagine the large scale of that, and you think a lot of these people are going to like be cool with Tinubu. They're not going to be cool with him. So I think it is even to his best interest that he doesn't go to that war. Like if you wish Tinubu maybe harm, you will say, okay, let him go to that war. But considering the lives, the lives of people involved, you wouldn't want like just waste people. Yeah. So it's good if he actually has a rethink and never goes into it, because that might really be the downfall that he's actually trying to avoid. Because not only will he have maybe a lot of casualties, but that will create a much larger disenfranchisement to him. Like maybe some of those northerners, politicians that were backing him, a lot of them will disown him if he actually goes into that law. Yeah, a lot of them are going to disown him.
I mean, it is not politically expedient anyway. Nigeria has nothing to do with Niger Republic for us to say we want to commit such resources to go and fight war. Like, it doesn't even make any sense.
Even the moral standing, like you committed a political coup. You don't get legitimacy.
Illegitimate civilian president won't go remove illegitimate military government. Like, who does that?
Government. In fact, the military guy has even more legitimacy than Tinubu,
because he's accepted in his own country. See that?
He's accepted, and he's like he's fighting a colonial, or what do they call it?
Neo-colonist.
Neo-colonist. So he has more greater ideology than these are political coup plotter that killed a lot of like. The
73 people were killed. This guy didn't kill anybody when they planned their coup in Niger.
They didn't kill anybody.
For Tinubu to be president, 73 Nigerians were killed.